What we have here is our Glock Clone collection that we're going to be testing in our basically bargain basement discount pistols or budget guns. And these are the ones I've assembled here recently. And we're going to talk about magazines because you got a gun that is a budget price gun. It's inexpensive. You'd like to get inexpensive magazines to go with it. And what we have here, this is my Polymer 80 build, which was a hybrid. It has a 17 slide and a 19 grip and frame, which uses the 15 round magazine. So all of these guns are very similar in size to a Glock 19. In other words, 15 round magazine instead of the 17 round magazine. So we got my Polymer 80. We have my Polymer 80 build, which unfortunately because of YouTube's policies, all my videos on constructing this build and using it were removed. But it came with no magazines because it was a build. So no magazines with this, and we're using this also as a control piece. PSA dagger. The PSA dagger came with one magazine. This is the G-Force Exodus, and this came with two magazines. This is the DY9 by Rock Island Arsenal. It came with one magazine. And we have the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly, which also came with two magazines. So this has two mags. So two mags, 1, 2, 1, none. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some magazines that I have, that I assembled a collection of them that are all on somewhat the low end. Anywhere from $9 to $13 a piece, and we'll see how they work in these pistols. Alright, here are the magazines we got, and I'm going to give you a rough idea on the price. The only one that I bought with shipping and everything included were these red, white, and blue magazines. I bought these, 5 of them in a group. I bought these, and all together with shipping, handling, and everything, rounded off, it was $8.70 cents. So $9 I got these for. I got them on a sale. The rest of the prices are off the Mag Shack and basically rounded up to an even thing what they cost. Now, so these are 9. The Amend 2 here, they have for about $10. These ETSs are about 12 bucks. And you may find if you buy in a group, 12 bucks, but that's not counting shipping. And then we have KCI, which I believe these came with the Grizzly, 2 of these. And then we have the Magpul, which is $13. So, rough estimate of cost, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 13. Alright, I'm going to unwrap all of these and get one out, and then we'll try them in our pistols and see what obviously works or not. Okay, first we're going to go with our Polymer 80 Glock Clone. It takes the red, white, and blue mag, no problem. Now the Amend 2, I didn't realize that it's got this weird little thing on the bottom, but it does fit very nicely in a Glock style frame. These here, these ETSs, I bought a bunch of these to go with my Polymer 80 builds. I've used them in Glock style guns without any issue. In the carbine that takes Glock magazines, no issues. Okay, KCI. Now some people don't like this. I don't know if this is made in Korea or whatever, it could be, but goes in and drops out. And the mag pole, this is what you get with your daggers, and goes in and out of this gun, no problem. Now, we'll start with the dagger. The dagger also has this cutout on the bottom of the frame, which helps. The problem starts with this here, this red, white, and blue. It kind of is tight when it goes in. It does lock in. I fired the gun, and it functioned, you know, with these mags fine. But when you go to release it, it doesn't come out. Now, this was the problem with this magazine, and in some of the guns it's real bad. What you'd have to do is depress the mag release, take your finger through the top, and push it out on some of them. Fortunately, with the dagger, it's cut out to where you can actually get a hold of it and pull it out. And we'll talk about that when we come to the pistols where this got stuck. Okay. Now, and then two. Some people don't speak too good about these magazines. It does latch in, but you got to give it a shove. Fits in the dagger, drops out. These here, ETS, goes in a dagger, no problem. Drops out. KCI fits in the dagger fine. Drops free and clear. And these are the mags that came with the dagger, and they work just wonderful in it. They drop free. Now, next up, we'll go with our Exodus pistol. Now, I'm not quite sure what came with the Exodus. They're not marked. Someone said they're Korean. I have no idea. But the mags that come with the gun work fine. So this is where we started running into problems. There's two things on these next two pistols. This well, this 45 degree, this is an add-on and kind of goes down with the gun. And if you notice, it kind of drags and then it'll go in, but it will not drop out. And when it goes up so far, if you had a loaded magazine in there, which I did a test with that, and because I was trying to make another video, so we'll break to that and I'll show you the problem where you have to pry this thing out. Now, a loaded one, again, this really, it locked in, but does not want to drop out at all, and it gets stuck in there. So what I'm going to do, hold on, because I don't want to pull the slide back. Alright, see, so where this is an issue, you got a loaded magazine in there. So what I'm going to do, just kind of gently pry that thing out of there. See, it binds. So, you know, safety-wise, you don't want to put one of these red, white, and blues into either this or the other Turkish gun with the mag wells. Because again, what you have to do is lock it back, depress the magazine release, and take your finger to push the mag out in order to get it out. So this thing doesn't work very well, and actually out of all the magazines, I discourage you from buying it, but it does fit into a couple of the guns. This here does not fit at all. The Amend 2 does not go in the gun. It doesn't get up far enough past this with the nub to work. The These here work great. The ETSs work fine in this gun. They go up in there and they come out. KCI mags. They go in. Now what'll goof you up also with these two pistols with this is if the base is too wide, it may not lock in there. That one seems to do it. So you have to watch out and make sure you don't have a wide base. See this? And the mag pull fits. I forget there was something that didn't quite work. Let me see, I think I got a Glock here. I don't know if the Glock didn't lock in. No, the Glock locks in there. Yeah, but if you have a funky base, any of those Turkish guns with that bevel, it might impede the magazine functioning. So, now we go with this one here, the DY9. It came with one magazine, and that magazine that came with it kind of acted up, but more on that here. This really sticks in there, okay? It really binds up. You can feel it. You don't want to put one in empty or unloaded. And again, with the finger on this here, it doesn't get up and latch. Doesn't go up far enough. These ETSs, I see that base, takes a little. This one, let's see. Yeah, you got to give it a shove again with that base plate. It took it, and we'll see with the KCI. This is the one. It won't lock in. It doesn't go up. On this particular pistol, the DY9, KCI magazines, the base plate's wide to where it hangs up on this attachment and it won't get up and it will not lock into the DY9 pistol. Mag poles go up, in, they lock in, and drop out. Okay. Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly. Okay. Even though it's got a flared thing, let's see. Surprisingly, this thing takes the red, white, and blue magazines just fine. Let's see how the Second Amendment. Yep, it barely just, you gotta shove it. So this one will not work in the Grizzly. This one, because the base plate sticks out, is fine with the Grizzly. So that's not an issue. And this is the same brand of magazine that came with the Grizzly. And again, even though it has a flared thing, the base plates are not going up into that section, so these magazines work fine. As with the Magpul. Okay. But surprisingly, these real cheap Turkish guns, and when I go and run this, I'm going to fill up some of these Turkish, or not Turkish, Korean mags, these red, white, and blue mags. These red, white, and blue mags fit in here like they did, and I just did a video where I tested them in my build, and they worked. So they may be the ones. $9 a piece, they may be the ones to use with this gun. And the KCIs, which are Korean also, you know, I would have no trouble with them in the dagger. So I may end up placing a few of them with the dagger. Alright guys. That's it for the mags. So, these red, white, and blues, and I've seen them for $10 or $12, stay away from them. Just, you know, they do work with the Grizzly if you bought some by mistake. Try to find somebody with a Grizzly and sell them to them, but stay away from them. This Amend 2, I just bought it because it was 10 bucks. I didn't even realize it had that weird base on there. And people do not speak highly of these either. Okay, they don't really like these mags. The ETSs, I highly recommend. I've had no trouble. I've had a lot of these different sizes. They all worked well, and I've never had an issue with them. Case, yeah, these are the KCIs. Some people don't like these. They're Korean made. They're not as bad as the red, white, and blues, and they do look different. Okay. These have an issue because I believe the metal either doesn't go all the way down. These flex and swell up. I don't know if these do or not. I'll have to test that out. And probably your mag pulls are probably the best. The only thing I would worry about is the Turkish flared pistol. And that does. The base plate is good enough. So for 13 bucks, these here may be the best bet for you. And will work probably pretty much in anything along with the ETS. The ETS will work just about in anything. Stay away from the red, white, and blue. The Amend 2, I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know. And KCI, like I said, some people have had complaints. So that's our magazine roundup. And, because you can never have too many spare mags. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.